What's up, guys? How you doing today? I wanted to get on and make a video. I think it's overdue. We're having a very major correction right now. I think currently we're down about, I don't know, maybe 50% from the high of $64,000. We're sitting at $33,000 right now as we speak, right here. And people are losing their mind. And I was going to come on here and start showing you guys a bunch of charts about how, Bitcoin always does this every bull market. Back in 2013, we dropped 81% in the middle of a bull market, like we are right now around May or June. And then we recover and we make literally a 20x from the bottom. So same with 2017, there was 4 or 5, 40% correction during the middle of a bull market. And we always recovered, we always went back. If this is the end of the bull market and we go back to the bear market for 2 years, this will make it the shortest bull market in Bitcoin's history. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think we're just in the middle. I think we're experiencing a correction. We're shaking out the weekends. There has been a lot of speculation in the market, and that's what I'm here to talk about, right? This is the main thing I'm here to talk about. I'll get back to the chart later, but for now, let's just talk, okay? Guys, Bitcoin is one of those things that, I got a lot of people into it, right, at the beginning of this bull market. Some people I got to buy in at $8,000. There was one guy that actually got to buy in at $4,000 at the very bottom of the bear market. He's still holding to this day. I even got my parents into it, right? Everybody bought in like around $10 to $12, $13,000. And it's been great, right? Everybody's happy. Bitcoin went up to $60,000 with almost no correction, with no downtime, no breather, no nothing. Just kept going up, up, up. And now we're experiencing the first major correction of the bull market. And like I said in the beginning of the video, which is very normal. But the thing about that is people are not used to this, right? People that gets into Bitcoin, as soon as they get in and they see the price start going up like crazy, if you look at it, going from $10,000 to where we're at right now, even with this correction, around $33,000, right? That's a 300% increase. 300% increase in less than a year. If you put that money into a SPY 500, SP 500 stock index or ETF, or if you look at your employer assigned 401k, most likely is in a stock ETF, which is the spider, right? That produces about 7% per year returns, average 7% a year. And so far, if you look at it, a lot of you guys like bought Bitcoin back in $10,000, even $20,000. You're already up 50%, 100%, 300% on your investment. And I feel like that's making a lot of people really fucking spoiled. You guys are really spoiled because you guys see these crazy gains, right? And you guys have this idea that, oh, this thing just goes up, 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 up in a straight line. And it's that easy to make money. Guys, nothing in this world is that easy, okay? Nothing. You can't, if you want to be a millionaire and you say to yourself, well, all I got to do is buy Bitcoin back, when it was at $1 and hold it until now, I'll be a gazillionaire, right? Not even a billionaire. I don't even know how much money that is. That's a lot of money, from $1 to $30,000. That's a 30,000x increase. But let's be honest. If you bought Bitcoin at $1, you probably would have sold at $1.30. Let's be honest. You probably would have sold at $2 at the very most. You probably would have sold when it hits $2 and then pull back to $1.40. You would have sold at $1.40. You wouldn't have been able to hold it through. So the saying is, life is lived forward but understood backwards. It's easy to look back and say, oh, if I would have done this, if I would have done that. It's easy to look back and say, oh, in hindsight, everything is 2020. In hindsight, it's so easy to just say, oh, if I would have bought Tesla back when they first came out, I'd be rich. I wouldn't have to work. I wouldn't have to go to my job. I wouldn't have to, suffer and struggle financially. It's easy to say, oh, all I had to do was open up a stock market account and buy Amazon back in 2000 and hold it till now. I could easily retire. And that is true. Yes, on paper, of course it's true. But see, times like this goes to show It's not that easy to make money investing, because when you experience the drop in real time, when you experience it in real time, and you feel that panic in your heart and your heart drops in your stomach when you look at Bitcoin going from 64,000 to 33,000 and you're starting to panic, you're starting to doubt everything and you want to sell everything. That's the reason why you would never have held Bitcoin from $1 to $30,000. You would not have made it for 12 years to make all that money. It's not that simple. And the problem with people when they get into Bitcoin is they get used to the crazy increase, the crazy dopamine hits whenever they look at their portfolio. And Bitcoin went from $20,000. It was at $20,000 in January. And then we went to $60,000. That's a 3x increase, 300% increase. And then they get used to that. That's the problem. They get used to it. And then as soon as it drops, they panic. But if you look at the big picture, what has happened here? Not much. Like I said, we were at $20,000 in January. Right now it's almost June. At $33,000, that's more than 50% increase. We're still up 50% for the year. And like I said, most stocks, you can only hope to get 7% a year. And we're already up 50, even with this decline. But people forget that. The problem with people getting into Bitcoin is the same as if they were watching their favorite UFC fighter. That fighter has been on a winning streak. He wins every single fight. He's undefeated. Everybody thinks he's invincible. Everybody loves him. Everyone loves him, idolize him, right? Got his poster, got his merchandise, always tagging him, always like telling all their friends about, look at this highlight of this fighter. He knocks out everybody. But as soon as he loses one fight, as soon as he goes down, everybody turns on him. Everybody making memes about him like, oh, look at this guy got knocked the fuck out. Everybody just moving on to the next guy, right? Or everybody thinks, oh, it's over. He'll never recover. That's the thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up so much that when it goes down, people just don't know what to do with themselves because they don't know how to put into context what it is that they have. The only way to make money from investing in Bitcoin is to actually understand Bitcoin, is to actually know how valuable this thing is that you have. When you understand how powerful Bitcoin is and how much of a revolutionary, life-changing breakthrough technology it is, and how sure you are about its future, that's when you start making money, because that's when things like this doesn't affect you anymore. When you look at the price decline of 50% in like a week, it doesn't matter because you know where it's going to be in the future. It doesn't matter because you know that. And you have a lower time frame preference, meaning that you are willing to wait longer for your investment to materialize that profit. You're not worried about the short-term fluctuation. You're not worried about it. And you're able to zoom out and look at the big picture and see what's going on here. I mean, look at this. I don't even need to put the chart back. You can see it on the screen. Guys, this is where we're at. We're here. Look at all these up and downs, up and downs, up and downs. Everybody wants to look back. Hold on, man. Everybody wants to look back and wishes that they bought Bitcoin right here when it was at $1 or 8. This is 8 cents, actually. $1 is more like up here. Everybody wants to buy Bitcoin here at $1. And they said, oh man, if only I bought Bitcoin at $1 and I sell it here at $60,000, if I just put $100 into that would be like $6 billion. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to hold through all of this. No, because even just this little blip right here on the radar, literally the smallest little blip on the radar that we are at right now, this right here, that right there, compared to all of this, you can't even handle it. You losing your mind. You selling. You've been panicking. How do you expect to hold through this? How do you expect to hold through this? How do you expect to hold through this? That's the truth. That's the truth, guys. And that's the problem with people that invest in Bitcoin. They just want to do it to get rich overnight. And that's the wrong reason. That's the wrong reason to do anything. If you want to be a doctor and I ask you why you want to be a doctor and you tell me, oh, because I want to be rich, I want to make money fast, you will never make it. You wouldn't make it through medical school. You wouldn't make it through the years of hardship. You wouldn't make it through the years of residency. You wouldn't make it through the years of just working nonstop, 14, 15 hours a day, standing on your feet in the ER room. You wouldn't even make it to where you start making money because you're doing it for the wrong reason. Same with Bitcoin. People get into Bitcoin for the wrong reason. They want to get rich overnight. And when it doesn't happen overnight, they don't know what to do with themselves because they have nothing to fall back on. Your job right now is to learn about Bitcoin. The more you understand Bitcoin, the more you know what this thing does, the more you understand where it fits in our future. That's when real money is made because that will allow you to be bulletproof. That will allow you to be non-emotional towards these price drops, these roller coasters. Guys, the least interesting thing about Bitcoin is its price. The least interesting thing about Bitcoin is its price. And a lot of you guys, all you go by is the price. All you care about is the price. When I wake up in the morning and I see my friends texting me and messaging me saying, bro, Bitcoin's down, what's going on? The first thing that I look at is, did something happen? Was there like a catastrophic bug in the software that destroyed Bitcoin? Spoiler alert, no. Spoiler alert, nothing like that has ever happened in the past 12 years of Bitcoin's existence. Was there like a hack? Did somebody do something? Did somebody drop the ball? No. Just the price. Just the price going down simply because Elon Musk says something. Or because China said they're going to ban Bitcoin. Nothing fundamentally has changed about Bitcoin. So why would I worry? Why would I worry? None of this matters in the long term. None of this matters 5 months from now. None of this matters 5 years from now, 50 years from now. This is generational wealth. You're expecting to build generational wealth overnight. You're expecting this to be easy. And I think that's the biggest problem. A lot of you guys are approaching this with the wrong mindset. Like I said, you have a fighter. He's undefeated. But as soon as he loses one fight, you lose your mind. You don't know what to do with yourself. You're panicking. You're making memes about him. You drop him to the wayside. You no longer support him. You know, you're clowning him. Now you're trolling him. Now you're moving on to the next because you think that he's done. Guys, give it a break. It's like a marathon runner. You can't expect this person to run all of these marathons straight in a row without letting him rest. You can't expect people to win, and never make a mistake and never stumble and never fall and never take a loss. That's just what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin makes people think making money is easy, and that's also their biggest downfall because they start seeing the giant percent increase. It tricks them to thinking that this is normal, right? So that as soon as it drops, they don't know what to do with themselves. You know, Bitcoin it's life-changing, revolutionary technology disguised as a get-rich-quick scheme, as a lottery ticket. That's what it is. It's not that, but people get in because of that. And the lucky ones, the smart ones, sticks around because they actually do research and they actually say, whoa, there's actually more to this than just numbers go up. You know, like I said, the price of Bitcoin is the least interesting thing about Bitcoin. So I urge you all to actually do some work, man. Actually, God, man, you guys are putting thousands of dollars into this and you don't even know what this thing does. Like, that's a shame. That's a shame. And you should at least try to understand and learn what this thing is. You should at least try to know why everybody's talking about this, you know? And if you don't have that, you don't have that conviction, you would never last. You will never last. You can sit here and watch my videos and ask me my opinion and I'll tell you everything is going to be okay. But if you don't have it in here and you're just taking advice from another man, you would never be able to make money from this because this thing is more than just a get rich quick scheme. It really is, you know, and the sooner you realize that, man, the better off you be, you know. That's it. That's all I have for this video. I mean, I just want to put you guys into perspective. Okay. Think long term. Learn. Understand what Bitcoin is. Stop being so spoiled. January, we were at $20,000. Last year, during March, we hit $4,000. We were at $4,000, guys. Almost a little bit more than a year ago. We were at $4,000. We're still 10x up from last March, COVID 2020. We dropped to $4,000. Just put that into perspective. Whatever Bitcoin does from here on out, it's like the fighter that won 20 fights in a row. So what if you lose one or two? Who cares? Do you still believe in him? I don't know. Do you? Do you know enough about him? Did you research enough about him? Did you learn about his style of fighting? I don't know. That's it, man. Just peace.